This video covers how to log a special education service in the Indiana IEP system. Special education services are added to the record on the provisions page of the IEP process. Once you enter the record, click the IEP process in the blue menu bar, then click the provisions button. You may have special education services added to the student's record multiple times to cover different topics. We will be using a wizard to log the services provided under this section. To access, click the Wizards tab from the green menu bar from any place in the system and select Special Education Services Logging Wizard. The next page will be a list of students that you can begin logging. The students will appear here if two factors are true. Number one is that you are listed on the student's team as a team member. Number two is that they have had special education services on the provisions page that we were just located. On each of the buttons, you'll see an informational eye. Here we have Johnny's record, and we see 3 eyes, and we were just on his record where we had seen 3 different special education services listed. If I click it, it will give me some information that's from that page. We can select the students that we want to log services for from this list and select the launch button at the top or at the bottom of the lit page. Since Johnny has 3 different services on his provisions page, we will need to select one of these buttons to log. We should suggest that you select the top one for all the services. To enter a new log, select the date and then hit a service type. We're going to select service for math. Once we select the service type, the system will let us know what pieces or what fields are required to complete this log. So we need to include the service time, and we need to select areas covered. So we're going to say this is a direct face-to-face service, and then we're going to select comments down below. This will be our notes for math service, whatever notes that you might provide. Once we've selected all the information that we want to put in the service, we're going to select the Save button in the corner, and we'll receive a confirmation log entry. We'll review this to make sure it's correct. We can either delete or edit this information, or we can confirm the log and return to a different part in the system. We're going to select to return to the top of the logging wizard. Now that we've logged the service for Johnny, it appears at the top under previous log entries. I can select the plus sign here to expand this information and review it. If there is something incorrect in here, we can request a removal by clicking the button and then selecting the reason for the removal and hitting request removal. On the left, I have all of the students that I had selected. We have Johnny, we have Mary, and we have Sally. And I can move in between each one of them. I can log them individually and hit that save button just like I did for Johnny's. I can also come to the right side with my cursor and I can scroll in between all of them and they will slide down. We can log a service for all 3 students at one time, And we can enter in similar information for everyone with just one click. So we can go to what we call group logging at the top. We can select the date. We can select a service type, let's say writing, and perhaps we saw them in a group or not, but say that we did, and we could select the time that we saw them because it was the same for everyone. Group size is not required to be selected, but if we want to put a group size, we can. And then areas covered, however whatever pieces we would like to place. Once we have the information the way we like it, we're going to select apply. And if I scroll down, you can see that this is Johnny's record. It has all those fields already filled out, and all I need to do is add a comment. For the sake of time, I'm going to just write the word comment. I can slide down to Mary's record. All that information is there, and all I need to do is add her comments. And for Sally as well, I'm going to add comments for her. From here, I can hit the Save All button at the very bottom, have a confirmation for all 3 records, and then log or confirm these records. So I was easily able to log a service for 3 students all at one time. Another great feature is the pre-fill option. So in the previous log entries, if I want to come in, say, to another day and I want to log another math service, which is very similar to what we did here, then I could come to the pre-fill box, click that, and it's going to pre-fill that information for that old service, not the comments, but the other information. And I'm going to select a date. So I've selected the date, which would be different, and then it's pre-filled all the similar information, and then all I would need to do is to add the comments here, and I could log that service. So that's another way of logging if you want to mimic some information from a previous logged entry. Once you've completed logging services for all the students you've currently gathered, then go hit the Back to Students button to the top right. This is going to take you back to the Select Student page. And of course, if we had more students, we may want to select other students to log for, or we may just leave this part of the system if we're complete with our work. One last thing about logging, I can select all 3 students. We also have what's called a month view log. So I'm going to select Launch Month View. Again, for Johnny, we're going to select the top. Now we're going to put in our information here at the top of the page and what type of services we're selecting. But the difference is that we have a calendar at the bottom. So say that this service is something that we do every Tuesday and Thursday for Johnny for the month. So we could come in here and select on a Thursday the date, and it's going to pop up an edit log to where we can put in our notes from that service. Once we're done, we're going to hit the Apply Changes, and this pencil turns green. So we're going to go to Tuesday, and we're going to log what happened on Tuesday as well for Johnny and apply those changes. And again, on the next Thursday, we'll do the same. Now, we could continue this for the whole month if you're logging for the whole month at one time, or whatever dates we need. Once I'm completed that, I'll scroll to the bottom and hit Save. It will give me a confirmation for all the dates that I had for Johnny. And I'm going to go ahead and select, I can select confirm and move to the next student, or I can hit confirm and stay on this student's record, or I can return to the student selection page. Let's stay on this record for a moment. So once I've completed this, if I'm still on the record, I do also have a move to next student button here. And it will take me to the next person I selected, which was Mary. And I could log all the services for the month for her that I have, and then move to the next person, which would be Sally. And again, do the same thing, and then we would be done. It comes back to Johnny. We could go back to our students. That concludes the video regarding how to log a service for special education services. Thank you.